All right, excellent. Right, finished work, so let's get started on the Moldova reactions. So to get the list up, we'll type in Moldova Eurovision 2025 and... well, I guess we'll do Ukraine instead. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to the 10 finalists for Vidbir 2025, Ukraine's national final for Eurovision in Basel. Now of course, as many of you know, Ukraine are one of the big hitters at Eurovision, winning the contest 3 times since debuting back in 2003 with their most recent one in 2022. And of course, they are the only country, apart from Luxembourg, but they've only had to qualify from the semis once. Okay, there's 2, but still. They're the most famous country for never missing a final when they've been in the contest. They have always qualified for the final. So with those records comes big expectations for Vidbir, especially after last year where Aliona and Jerry Hull finished in 3rd place at Eurovision with Teresa and Maria. So I, for one, am excited to see, as always, what Ukraine potentially are going to bring to the contest. But before we find that out, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry, and comment down below, what are your favourites from Vidbir 2025 and who do you want to see represent Ukraine in Basel? With that being said, let's get to reacting. So as well as the songs themselves, Ukraine did also announce a running order for the final, so I will be reacting to the songs in that order. The first one is Vlad Sheryf with the song Wind of Change. So hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. You've never seen a flower? Oh, I was going to say, if you have never seen a flower, I would go outside if I were you, Vlad. Maybe you are. If you haven't seen a flower, you are insane. I know he elaborated on it, but still. I will say, look, I'm fully aware that they draw the running order randomly. This is not screaming show opener in terms of style, because it's very much like a dramatic ballad at the moment. Nice voice. These are going to be very hard notes to hit live, God. These are quite nice. I kind of, at the moment, get the vibe of I would have preferred it in Ukrainian, maybe. Because it's very beautiful, and I think with fairly generic lyrics like this song has, this kind of sound works better when I can't understand what they're saying. Looking at his outfit now and looking at the style of song this actually gives me Rocco vibes from Croatia 2019. I'll be honest, not the comparison you want to have. This is a bit better than that. It's not a high bar to reach, but it does beat that, so well done, Vlad. It's not bad at all, to be fair. I just think it could be better. I think by Ukraine standards, it's a bit lower as well than what they would expect to send. But it is nice. Instrumental solid as well. It sounds very complete, not demo-y. We're gonna have a big finish here. I don't know how we can go even higher with his voice, but if he can, fair play. Maybe for the best he didn't. Oh, he kind of did. He did a bit there, actually. Fair play. Very good, hard notes to hit. And we're done. I think overall a solid, nice start. I don't think this will be in contention to win. It doesn't feel the strongest song, especially by Ukraine standards. They usually send something a bit better. But very nice vocals. Familiar, simple structure that works quite well. Again, decent, but I expect there to be better as we go through. Up next, we have Abiie with the song Dim, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Very ethnic instrument there. I'm not going to pretend I know what it is, but it's interesting. It sounds like a didgeridoo, but I know it's not. That's Australian. This has my attention though. It's a bit of a Ziem vibe actually from Albania, their entry this year. So far they're going for more like a chill vibe here. But like, the problem is the fast-paced nature of it. It's not, maybe they're not going for the chill vibe, but it's not powerful enough to really be anthemic. And it's too fast to be too chill, you know what I mean? It's sort of in that middle ground, which can sometimes be a bit weird. I think overall, I would have liked it to maybe go a bit bigger after the initial, you know, drama and intrigue the verses brought me with that first one in particular. Definitely would stand out though if this was to be the entry. And I just realized I've got to be a bit cautious with how much I criticize this, because these artists are going to get more than enough criticism from the likes of Jamala and the other judges. They are harsh, those Vidbir judges, I have to say. This part's nice. Dramatic feel. Very Ukrainian sound. Spoken, okay. Works here, does work here. Very, like, intriguing entry. Nice. We've added something in a bit different here. We're going slightly bigger. This reminds me of a song, it's like Pala Pala Pala, or so, I can't remember what it was called. Palala from last year. Vidbir this is. I think this is a bit better than that. Overall nice. I would say that's better out of the two I've heard so far. That has potential because it has that ethnic Ukrainian feel that you can play off with imagery, and just the standout factor of it being a Ukrainian song. It's nice. It's not like, I'm not wowed by it. I think it sort of sits in that, again, that middle zone of like, it's not quite anthemic enough, but it's not quite chill enough. When you're sort of in that middle zone, it's hard to potentially pull a reaction out of someone, is my only concern there. But I had a decent time in listening to that, actually. And while I've got reservations, it's a net positive. So up next, we've got Molodi with My Sea. I didn't know that Ukrainian artists were wealthy enough to buy their own sea, but it turns out this duo here, more than wealthy enough. So we'll find out what they sing about in their sea. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it was yesterday, actually. This might make more sense, that lyric in the song, considering it's about the sea. Somewhat of an intriguing verse here. Nice voice. There's a sort of like underlying pain to his voice in his tone that works quite nicely with this style. And we're mixing up in the chorus with Ukrainian. This is nice. Bit of drums here. I do like drums. Adds that rock feel. I don't think it's not the most remarkable thing I've ever heard, but it's solid. I think I could sort of say that with all the songs so far. They're not remarkable and like wow, but they're solid. Are you looking for that with Ukraine though? That's what I'm sort of asking myself here. I think with a different country, these would be amazing. Ukraine have a bit of a higher bar. Okay, so now the second chorus is in English. I mean, there's a lot of imagery potential here. I can't tell which one of these is singing, which one isn't. There's like lower vocals in there, but there's a main person with a vocal somewhere here. I don't know which one it is though. This part's a bit different. It's nice. Again, there's potential here. If you can hit these notes and hit them well, this part's quite dramatic. I see some potential with this one, actually. Nice, yeah. I might want to give this a second listen. Yeah. Nice vocal at the end. That has promise, that has promise. I don't think it has the immediate impact I would maybe like. I think, I don't know, it's one of those where maybe I just want a little bit more initially, but it's solid stuff. I think it's more than solid, actually. I think it's good. I think it is good stuff. I think with a couple more listens, I might get more into that one. So yeah, Molodi, you're one I'm going to be looking out for, actually. Up next, it is Future Culture with Waste My Time. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Very out there outfits, I have to say. Very colourful. The middle one with the female looks like she's just auditioned for Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. Give me my golden coat. It's a little less excessive. She's cut off the arms. The long arms were not her style. So far, like, this is a chill vibe. So far, this is fine, I guess. It's chill. The harmonies are quite good. Can you tell I'm just trying to think of positives here? That feels a bit harsh. It's not a bad song, but is this one I can see standing out even just from the minute I've heard? No. It's just like a keytar in the background. It's interesting. I guess it links to like future culture. Okay, so here the problem here is this second verse is no different to the first chorus in terms of style. It's a bit plodding as well. The harmonies are nice here again. It's just familiar at this point. It's nice. I don't really have anything else I have to say with this one. Good vocals. I would have preferred her to sing something from Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat, to be perfectly honest. There's a lot of good songs in that musical. Andrew Lloyd Webber, the person who wrote it, actually was involved in Eurovision UK 2009. We came in 5th. And that is, yeah, my anecdotes with Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. Again, great musical. If you're in the UK or if it's around the world, go and see it. It's fantastic. That's probably the most interesting thing I've got on that one. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Good chill vibes. If you listen to this on the radio, you probably wouldn't skip it. I just can't see that standing out in a field of 10 for a national final, a competitive, scenario. Perfectly fine. I don't see it winning. Up next, we have Masha Kondratenko. Apologies if I've mispronounced that and any names I have mispronounced throughout this video. And her song is called No Time to Cry. So hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Promising. Very haunting vocals. Ooh. The delicate part with this voice contrasts nicely with these. This is promising. This is good. Keep it up, Masha. Keep it up. Oh. This chorus, in a sense, reminds me a bit of Panic Room by Aura, Camel Fat remix, if anyone's heard that song. Very haunting, but yet danceable. Lovely vocals. And also with that chorus, so much staging potential as well, with lighting effects as well, really creating an atmosphere that this song deserves. It's a bit messy, these verses, in a sense. Especially this one in particular. Don't hate it, but could be tidied up a little bit. Again, we're into this her head voice vocals, the lighter vocals, mixed in with a stripped back instrumental, really pull you in. Oh. This chorus is so unique, but really good. The only problem is I don't necessarily a problem, but because of the lack of power, you need to make sure this stands out enough and it doesn't become too quiet live. But I'm hoping that won't be the case. Okay, Masha, yes, you are in contention. You are in contention to win Vidbir. Very strong stuff. That has a unique feeling. Feels Ukraine with a mix of English and Ukrainian vocals, which can help people understand what the song is about while keeping Ukrainian language in there. I think at points the verses can be a bit messy. I like them tidied up. The chorus, though, that's fascinating. That's a sound we haven't really heard at Eurovision as well, at least in recent memory, to that extent. So, yeah, and a vocal range throughout, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's one of those mesmerizing, sort of draws you in throughout and keeps you there. It was hard in a sense to speak during that, because I think if I was just listening to this, you know, in a normal sense, I would just listen to that. I wouldn't speak. I would just, you know, really focus in. And with what Ukraine can do with staging in Vidbir and live, that has potential. So, yeah, well done, Masha. Well done. Up next, it is Khayat with Honor. Now, I am fully aware of Khayat. He took part in Vidbir back in 2020 with the song Call for Love, my winner of Vidbir. Absolutely love that song. It's an absolute bop. If you haven't heard it, I highly recommend listening to Call for Love. So, big expectations for him. This is probably the one I'm most excited for out of this lineup. So, I'm hoping for the best, Khayat. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go.
I've been good, I've been moral. I've been true, I've been loyal. I'm
Interesting. It's like he's sort of pleading his case to the devil. It's like, don't bring me down to hell.
ashes of tango.
Ooh. His vocals are just as good as they were 5 years ago now. 2020 was 5 years ago, guys and girls. That's a fact I don't want to think about too much. Bring the drama, Khayat. Bring it to me. Bring it. Clapping Phil. What's this drop going to be like? I feel a drop. Yeah, there's definitely a drop. Ooh. Staging potential here. Oh, I like this one. The instrumental here is so fascinating. And his vocals are so captivating as well. I don't know if I like it as much as Call for Love. It doesn't have that immediate thing towards me, but do I still like this? Yeah. So much drama packed into this, and I love some drama in my music. This is a good mix of modern and drama. Sometimes it can go too either way. Nice blend here. Such a unique drop. I need visuals with this. I do need visuals. I need to know what he's doing on stage at the time when this drop happens. Because there was a lovely dance break for Call for Love during the drop. If I need something similar like this. Please don't be a euphemism with temple. I'd rather not enter it, if that's the case. I'd rather not enter his temple, I think, anyway. I like his music, but as a guy himself, the character he's playing, maybe not. Good work, Khayat. I'm not disappointed whatsoever. A lot of potential here. And I was about to say temple, because I just had that word. A fascinating one, so much drama, yet modern twist and Ukrainian feel. Ooh. So far, they've put the two best songs back to back in the running order. Well, they haven't put them there, it's just randomly drawn there. That could be a problem. I like that one as well. That one is another one I'm keeping my eye on. Did he come second in Vidbir in 2020 as well? I think he did. At least he deserved to anyway. Yeah, that's good. That's very, yeah, I like that one a lot. So up next it is Fiїnka with Kultura. Now, for those that don't know, Ukraine also have a wildcard round in their national selection. Fiїnka is the winner of that, so she is the selection in there. I haven't heard any of this other songs from the wildcard round, so I won't be able to comment whether this was the correct choice or not. What I do know is Fiїnka is known within Eurovision circles. She did take part in their national final back in 2023, I want to say, or for Eurovision 2023, with a song that was quite popular as well. So interesting to see what she brings here. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Again, this ethnic feel. I didn't expect anything else from Fiїnka actually. See, I do remember her being more like rap, which can sort of be a bit hit and miss with me. So bear that in mind when thinking about my reaction. Might be different to everyone else's. It's a bit of drama here. Again, the instrumentals throughout these songs are very strong. This chorus isn't for me. It's well produced. It will have its audience. This song might not be for me. Sort of like someone in the background speaking. Someone trying to interrupt. You're getting the lyrics wrong, Fiїnka! I don't speak Ukrainian, is that what they're saying? I'm almost certain it's not. See, it sort of goes down in it. It builds up and then the chorus goes down a bit, sadly. It is just the style of song. It's why I don't connect with it. Sort of call and response here. See, this is hard for me. I can hear the quality in the song. It's just one of those where it's not for me. Quite like the instrumental here though. It's a bit crazy. Not quite party, I would say. Look, if that is one of your favorites, then I'm not going to blame you at all. I can understand the appeal in songs like that. This style is it's just not for me. I hear the quality. It's a sound that I think is done well by Fiїnka. But yeah, it won't be one that I will be personally rooting for from my personal taste. But I wish her personally nothing but the best. So up next we have Krylata with the song Stay True. So hitting play in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Very stripped back beginning, very jazzy in a sense. Mystical, intriguing. This is interesting actually. Stay true to yourself, guys and girls. If you're a fake you, get out of here. You don't usually have this electro pop sound instrumental with this like kind of chorus. Kind of works, especially if we're going to this running beat now. See, I feel like it needs to be a bit grander here. For this style to work, this call and response, especially the instrumental, needs to be a bit bigger. And here her vocals need to be bigger actually. If her vocals were a bit bigger, they feel quiet, they feel a bit condensed. Someone needs to let it out of Pandora's box at the moment. Does no one have a key to her vocals? I want them bigger. I just think the song would be so much better if they were just like, phew, exploded there. Maybe this is what they're gonna do with the final chorus, but I think you could have done it the second one as well. It's definitely a fascinating mix of styles here. It's like a bit of drum and bass, bit of jazz, bit of ballad, rap to an extent as well. It's a bit messy, but it works well enough for the most part. That's not the issue I've got with the song. We're building up to the final chorus now, hopefully here. Again, the vocals need to be louder. Maybe it's a mixing thing. Maybe it'll be fine on the night. This is nice. Come on, give me these flipping vocals loud. Come on, Krylata. Oh, it's not building to a final chorus. I've seen the mark then. Now they're loud! Now they're louder! Why have you waited to the last 10 seconds? Ah, you needed that a bit more. You saved that bit at the end. You need it throughout. That has so much potential, but I don't know whether it's a mixing thing or just slight choices in volume, whether it's the instrumental or the vocals themselves. You know it can be bigger. If you just subtle changes, I think would make that song so much better and a contender to win. I think at the moment it could get lost in the shuffle. So much potential, yet it's not quite there. So up next we have Ziferblat with Bird of Prey. Now Ziferblat took part in Vidbir last year. Actually, they were the runners-up in Vidbir as well, only behind Teresa and Maria. They did win the jury as well. So potentially big favourites going into this contest. So let's see if the song matches the quality that people saw in last year's entry. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I did not expect a female vocal from a song by Ziferblat or Ziferblat. Blat. I'm going to probably say it like 10 different ways. Apologies. Oh, okay. Anthemic start. Lacks a bit of flow. It's a bit stop-start, plodding. It's not quite there. It feels very rushed, and I get they've got 3 minutes. I'm just missing a bit of dynamics at the moment. Is that just their voices altogether? It sounds like there's a female voice in there, but there isn't. They're all men. There's just something off. There's a lot of elements which I feel I should like. I don't know why, I'm just not connecting with this one. I think I prefer it to last year's entry. I can't really remember last year's one, even though I, said it came second. It wasn't one that connected with me that much. It's a bit softer here, which is quite nice, actually. At least we had a little bit of that. I don't know why, the chorus feels a bit weak. It's also not very catchy. I don't know if I'll remember this melody in about an hour. I can somewhat see enough qualities though where this could do well in Vidbir. I think maybe some visuals might help as well. Yeah, it's better than last year's entry, which admittedly, if that's the case, then it should be a contender to win. I think there's enough elements there, as I said, where I can see a path to victory if they put some good visuals in. I don't know, there was something not clicking with me with that song. It didn't sound audibly pleasing in terms of just the flow, a bit messy, chaotic, but not in a good way in a sense, not in the way, where... I don't think it's meant to be messy and chaotic, put it that way. It just felt a bit intense for too long. There was not enough light and dark. There was a little bit just before the final chorus, but it wasn't throughout. Maybe after a few more listens, I'll get more into that, because I feel like, again, if I think that has a chance to go to Eurovision, so if it does, I will have to listen to it a few more times. I don't know, something wasn't clicking with me there, which is a shame, because I want to like every song, and especially if it's potentially a contender, which I think this might be. Yeah, we'll see on that one. For me, personally, it's missing something. And the final song of this evening is DK Enerhetyk with the song Seal. Now, DK, what does that stand for? Is it Donkey Kong? I don't know why that was the only thing I could think of. I think it's because anyone that plays the game Mario Kart, I play as Donkey Kong. That is the weirdest link you're going to hear this video. Well, actually, we did have Joseph in his Technicolor Dreamcoat. Those two are going to be the weirdest links you'll hear in this video. But yeah, I don't know what it stands for. Comments down below. Any Ukrainians, let me know what it stands for. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, they look like an intense trio, don't they? Maybe I should just like their song to be on the safe side of them? The guy in the middle in particular, I can't tell if he's going to beat me up or suck the blood out of me with his fangs. I don't know. The guy on the left looks like a mafia boss as well. And the guy on the right actually has a hint with his hair and mustache. Any wrestling fans know Dominic Mysterio? Mate, if I have any wrestling fans crossover, thank you for joining me. I'm a massive wrestling fan, so this is the channel for you. As for the song itself that I'm currently hearing, not much that not much is grabbing me here. Feels very in the middle. Sorry, Moldova. You can tell I'm losing my mind a bit at the end of this video, aren't I? That was a Moldova 2024 reference. Rest in peace, Moldova. Unless the favourite comes back and gets that sponsorship deal. I've forgotten his name. You guys know who I mean if you're following Moldova news. So they're harmonising throughout. Sounds very quiet, their vocals. I think that's a mixing thing, but not much here, and I think this is meant to be the chorus as well. You can tell because of how much I've been speaking about other things, how much this song hasn't really caught my attention, sadly. Their intentions were not strong and real. Again, that's another Bulgaria 2022 now. I'm putting all the references in this section, so we're really testing who's watching this song, the reaction here, for how many of my references you respond to in the comments. This is a test, guys. How many of you are watching this section? I don't want to say this is a bad song, but it's just a nothing song. It's a shame that this is the closer, because it's not exactly closing on an amazing note, sadly. Amazing, Estonia 2014. It's another reference. Yeah, apologies to the Mafia boss, the Vampire, and Dominic Mysterio. Good for you that you're closing the show, I have to say. Your song is perfectly fine. Is it one that I'll be listening to again? Probably not. Is it one that I think will be winning Vidbir and going on to Ukraine, Basel to represent Ukraine? I think that's even less likely. Right, so that is my thoughts on Vidbir 2025, Ukraine's national final. I have to say, I think it's a solid national final. I just think maybe my expectations for Ukraine, especially when it's only 10 songs, maybe a little bit too high. I don't think this is one of their stronger years of Vidbir. Last year in particular was great. You had Melvin, you had Aliona, and Jerry Hull. I don't see any songs that are that level, at least for me. Maybe the comments, you feel differently. Let me know. Absolutely fine if you do. But yeah, while there's some good songs in there, and we'll get to my top 3 in a sec, I think the overall quality could be a little bit better. But as I said, there is some quality there and there's some really good songs, absolutely. And I have been ranking them throughout, and these are my top 3, all of which are, in my opinion, very good. In third place, we have Molodi, the duo that was early on there. Nice feel there. A lot of potential, actually, I see, with some good staging. In second place, and these top 2 sort of might flip-flop a little bit. I was going back and forth. In second place at the moment, at the time of recording, I've got Khayat. I'm very happy with the song, especially after a follow-up from Call for Love. A lot of potential there as well. My first place just, though, and I think this would be my choice for Eurovision at the moment, it is Masha Kondratenko. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Really fascinating, interesting song. Love the chorus in particular there. I think, looking my prediction hat, I would have Masha, Khayat, and I'd probably say Ziferblat, just because they came second last year, and I think their song's getting a little bit of traction with views as well, and maybe more Ukraine audience. Those are the 3 I think are in contention to win. Molodi is an outsider. That could do it. I can maybe see Abiie as well. Those are the 5, but the first 3 I mentioned are absolutely, I think, in contention to win Ukraine, and obviously Khayat or Masha would be my choices to go for Ukraine. If either of those went, I think it's another solid, good result for Ukraine, pushing that top 10 as they usually do. But anyway, that is my opinions on Ukraine's national final. But remember, my opinion is not the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know your opinion down in the comments below. Who do you think is the best entry for Vidbir 2025? And who do you want to represent Ukraine in Basel? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any Eurovision 2025 content. All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.